it would be the only asset they were left with when they were ordered to leave the site.
Over 40 of these cottages were thereupon dismantled, carted to St Leonard's and re-erected.
You need to remove your roof. Slates and tiles are always reusable. The next thing is to take the timber away from the actual solid structure.
The houses in question were those which led the way up from the Warriors' Gate Inn and had no architectural features to commend.
You're always, when you're demolishing, trying to save all the materials that you can. I think they would have been particularly...
They were indeed quite unpretentious, both in size and appearance. And but for some recent improvements in their shop windows, they might be regarded as an average sample of the tenements which once existed in Vietnam, America.
Moved because in 1834 the White Rock had been blown up and taken away. So there was access along the coast.
Among the persons and families who were removed from the Priory ground to St Leonard's,
there seemed to be quite a lot of soft red bricks forming the lintels and the door frame. So I think they must have been transported from there.
Number 57 Norman Road, with its bay front windows, was said to be the largest of all the houses removed bodily.
They would have been quite easily reused because they would have been laid in lime mortar, and that's much softer than cement and falls away from the brick quite easily. So all of those could be cleaned up and reused.
Had just been levelled and the contiguous parade completed.
Joseph
Numbers 28, 29 and 30 on the south side are very tiny cottages with narrow frontages and were built by William Weller, more or less at the back of his house in Norman Road.
Mrs. Fitzgerald,
Number 57. Here too, the remains of early fenestration.
Thomas
the
Beanie,
former Foresters Arms
Samuel Sinden,
beer house was built with materials bought from the demolished houses of the American ground.
Thomas Thorne,
and given a
Henry
later
Sinden,
Victorian facelift.
There seem to be some shale stone.
There can be no doubt,
and I'm pretty sure
that other houses in the
must have been
vicinity
cobbles
were built from the same materials from the same
were
available
source. From the beaches.
Numbers 6 and 7 originally stood on the site of the Holy Trinity Church and were transferred by a character known as Jemmy Highland.
And when you look at St Leonard's, you see it in a lot of the walls and the garden walls and in some of the buildings. That was readily used because it was available locally. It didn't have to be imported. The bricks somewhere in the local area, they would be a valuable asset because they would have cost money, and these people were poor.
Many of these
their homes
located themselves in Shepherd Street,
Chapman's,
Norman Road,
numbers 11,
London Road
and 13,
and North
Street all originally stood in the rope wall. Norman Road, 33, 35, 37, 39 and 57, all east of the Methodist Church. Numbers 33 and 35, originally put up by John Milstead, were destroyed when the Warrior Gate public house was bombed in World War II. Numbers 37 and 39, which now have shop fronts at ground level, were transplanted from the rope walk erected by Joseph Naylor,
moved
who also put up the houses in
1834 the White Rock had been blown
Number
up and
57, which
so
also has a modern shop front at ground
road.
level, was described as the smartest house to be removed. It was originally called The Mount and stood as a detached house on the north side of the White Rock Street, now Robertson Street, near the site of the President Badiga. William Weller was the builder concerned.
The ground had been as rough, sandy, shingly and limey desert, over which Her Majesty's mail passed with as much safety only as could be ensured by manageable horses in the hands of vigilant and careful drivers. In the years 1822 and 23, While in the condition of an open waste, the ground was taken possession of and built upon by anyone who had a mind to do so. On the 10th of March 1823, a party who had taken in a plot of ground and commenced to build upon it was assailed upon by another party who claimed to have been the first to mark out the site for himself and charged his opponent as a usurper who had removed his neighbour's landmark. A desperate scene ensued in which, while bandying accusations and menaces, the contending parties actively engaged in pulling down and piling up, until at length the original assailants were beaten off. The blue flag was hoisted in token of victory.
The residents demonstrated their independence from the borough of Hastings by hoisting the American flag.
On the 26th of June, there was a resumption of the hostilities, with an increase of force on both sides, the contention being, of course, the claiming of the same ground by two persons.
In 1835, everyone had moved. The America's ground remained vacant for 15 years until Patrick Francis Robertson took a 99-year lease on the Crown lands and developed the area.
There is little doubt that the ground in question was originally a part of Ellsworth Charity.